So next up in the shaving series, or reviews as you like to see it, because you're probably seeing this as a review standpoint more than a shaving series playlist, is the Wilkinson Xtreme 3. And this is it. Basically, this is the Xtreme 3. Has a protective guard on it. It swivels, just like the other one we did. And it also does the flex thing on the razor, which is not much of a flex, but it still flexes. This one, compared to the Flex 3, is a bit more cheaper feeling than the Flex 3. For example, let me just show you that quickly. You see the Flex 3 has no hollow bits on it, but the Xtreme 3 does. And to be honest, it feels really uncomfortable compared to the Flex 3's handle. So it may feel a bit cheaper when you tap it, but this one is probably the cheapest feeling from Wilkinson Sword. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the shave. I've babbled on enough. The razor itself is basically hollow, and it's a free blader, it swivels, and it does the flexy thing, which probably is all a gimmick, so we'll find out next. Well, it looks like the extractor fans had it again. I'm gonna have to look at that later. Anyway, we're in my bathroom with the Wilkinson Sword Xtreme 3 sensitive. Now, the last time I shaved with one of these, it wasn't so great. I mean, from a standpoint, it wasn't so great. Anyway, taking the cover off, you can actually see, look, the 3 head right there, 3 blade head. And to be honest, this screams cheap, considering the fact that you're paying 50 pence more for these. The shaving foam I'm going to be using, or even better, shaving gel, is the TIU Shave Sensitive right here. If you hear any other random noises, by the way, ignore it. It's just plebs outside being plebs. Probably because it's Friday now. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm using right now. I don't know what the hell's going on outside. I can hear it. Anyway, I want to do a quick announcement. I bought this yesterday. So I'm really getting into the shaving spirit, people. I'm getting, you know, actual shaving soap stuff. So I won't be on this stuff any longer. Well, depends if I like it or not. But anyway, let's get to the shave anyway. Just to prove that's not just a box, here is the stuff right here. I haven't used it yet, but I will be soon. But it looks like someone used it anyway, because look, there's a dent in it when it came out of the box. So I wonder if anyone did use it. It looks a bit dodgy to me. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the shave. I've been putting it off for some time because it is a Wilkinson Sword, really cheap brand, and they're normally really crappy. So let's get on with it. I'll be glad when this is over, to be honest, because I've been kind of putting this off for a while, this razor. Well, not that much. I'm guessing I had a feeling something wasn't right with this. This is going to sound weird, but I can smell bread. Yeah, that's what happens when you're hungry. So I better get on with this so I can get some food later. Although, I won't be able to get away with that because I still have to have a bath first. So I've done that in for some time. Let's see what it's like with the first pass with the Wilkinson Sword Xtreme 3 Sensitive, you could call it that. To me, it's all the same, the Wilkinson Sword brand. It's either too cheap or too expensive, either the two. And even the expensive stuff is not so great. As I've learnt with the double-edged razor blades, they're not so great. Well, they are alright, but I'm glad they're cheap. The flex thing is not doing anything. The sliver head's probably doing more than the uppy down sort of thing. What do you call it? I don't know what you call it. A suspension thing. Old gimmick to me, you know this. Already it's blocking up. This is why I'm putting it off, guys. I nearly cut myself one of these before. And it was the 2-blader. See how it goes anyway. Got a bit of a cold, guys. Yep, completely clogged. Can we get it all out and make it less clogged? Oh yeah, we can. It's just a minor clog, but not bad. The lubrication strip is a bit annoying. Bit of a gimmick. First pass, not too bad. Could be better. Again, these were 50p extra. Right, time for the second pass with the Xtreme 3 sensitive thing, what do you call it? You get what I mean. I hate this lubrication strip. It's annoying. And that big 2 thing I did, not big 2, sorry, the Wilkinson sort of 2-blader, I wouldn't even give to my enemies because that was crap. Well, it looks like we'll be going off this stuff and going over to the Gillette stuff soon because we're running out, I think, where it's going. Again, this feels a lot like that 2-blader thing I had. Not from Wilkinson sword, but although it's quite close. But to the big version of it. Again, it's missing a lot. It doesn't feel very flexible. So it's all lies, really. Okay, that's the second pass, and it probably didn't do much at all. No, it didn't. It was crap. I always save the best till last for you guys, so I do it. Sorry if I sound depressed, but as you can tell, I am putting this on. I think there's enough for 2 more shavings out of this thing. Now already, it's only been the second pass, and already I've got a bit of a nick. I'm not looking forward to this last bit of the shave because already it's giving me a nick. And normally I don't have a problem with this area. It's normally bad razors that have it. Let's have the final pass. I gotta say, the handle's not very grippy at all. It's not very sensitive, this razor. It says it's sensitive, but it's bollocks. Still clogged. This is not a good razor at all. For the price you paid, this is not a very good razor at all. Isn't it amazing? The bigger brands kind of let you down. It's supposed to be sensitive, helps you, you know, cutting and all that, but it's all bollocks. Again, the last time I used one of these, I had to you know, use the entire packet to get one shave. That's how bad these were. So, no, I recommended. Go back upwards. You see, I shouldn't go back up. I should be going this side all the time, but it keeps missing the head. Actually, this is close to the crappy Bic one from the other day. This is really bad quality razor. For what you pay for, again, this thing is crap compared to buying a 10 pack of double-edged safety razor blades from Wilkinson Sword. This is really crap for what you pay for. But no, I'm going to stop there, otherwise I'm going to do some serious damage. So, how did we get on with the Wilkinson Sword Xtreme 3? Well, the cover doesn't even want to stay on. That's how crap quality. Fuck this razor. Do you know what? This is terrible razor. The cover doesn't go on, the shave wasn't so great, and it's made me a bit pissed off now. So I'm going to have to improvise with the packaging and the rest of the blades in this thing, which I am going to chuck away. Anyway, let's do a field test quickly and see how we got on. Okay, down's not always a problem with these razors, it's always the side. The lubrication strip, again, it's pointless to me, I don't know why people use them. Going upwards, actually it didn't do too bad. In fact, I think it was close to the big 3 sensitive, that one. Sideways, yeah, that actually wasn't bad. That, you know, using that razor, after all. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not very comfortable. Even with the flex head and the swivel head, it's still not great. But to me, it did shave, even if it did feel a little bit rough on the sides. So between the Bic and this, I would go for the Bic any day. The razors are hollow, which screams really cheap, especially for Wilkinson Sword standpoint, because you can actually get a shit ton of blades for the same price probably as one of these. So, what does that say? The swivel head didn't do much swiveling, to be honest. I had to be painful while I was agonying along. You saw me how uncomfortable I was. The pushable suspension thing doesn't do anything. People think it does, but it doesn't, not for me anyway. Dare I say it, this is the worst one out of the two from the Bic 2 and the Bic 3 for comfort. The Bic 3 is well better than this thing. I mean, you only get uncomfortable after about 20 minutes, but already I'm very uncomfortable. That's not a good sign. No, doesn't say anything about where it's made. I wouldn't buy this again, especially for 50p extra what you pay for. I would rather get the 50p off and pay for the Bic 3 that we saw in the last one. Much better quality, much better control, not so hollowed out, not a piece of shit. It actually did cut as well as the Bic 3, but it felt more uncomfortable as the Bic 3. What would I rate it? Well, the other one I rated, what was it, an 8 out of 10? That was close to an 8 out of 10, or something in those close lines. This one, I'm going to have to down it one for the comfort that it didn't give. So I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It's not as bad as the Bic 2, but it's not great either. For a free blade, I expected it to be better, but unfortunately, I don't feel very shaved. But it does feel shaved when you feel it. So I'm guessing it does miss hair a lot, but I can't seem to feel it at the moment. No. This razor was a bit uncomfortable, but not as uncomfortable as the Bic 2, if you get me. So over the Bic 2 and this, I'll go for that. But if I went for either the Bic 3 or this, the Bic 3 would win, because it was much more comfortable to shave with. And with this, it was more of a novelty to have all this swiveling and bouncy technology. What the fucking point is it to have a flexible thing on like that? I mean, the only thing you can probably use it for is for your bald head, but I wouldn't even touch this with my bald head. So, yeah, 7 out of 10. It wasn't worse, it wasn't great either. And I feared that one the most because the two-blader version of that was really shit. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to currently subscribe if you got this razor. Please let me know what you think to it, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.